You said, what's the easiest way if you need help?
Yes.
Okay, now, the question is, what type of help are you referring to?
Like, okay, so we're not understanding a concept or something, like where I guess that would kind of be like a one-on-one situation. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So if you're not understanding the concept, what would you do? Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's a fair enough question. Well, I would say this. If you have the time, because I know a lot of you work and everything, you can come to my office hours, the Zoom session, and I could go over the problem or question that you have. You could email me, or you possibly could use some of the tools that is in my math lab, because they do have videos and everything in there that I will be going over with you today. Um, and then you also have the Math 039 course, which is a very valuable course as well. And you can ask the instructor in that course as well. And I don't know if he may come into class tonight to introduce himself, but his name is Mr. Damesh Gata. So that's another resource that you could use.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Were there any other questions? Okay, I have a question for you all. Do any of you have any idea how this course is supposed to work?
I'm not sure how it works, but my understanding was that we work like simultaneously in both of the course shells, and like one is supposed to be like supportive of the other.
Yes, yes, yes. That's excellent, excellent. Okay, just to go over that again, we have a co-requisite course. Is one is 039 and 131. The 039 is like the developmental portion that will help with the college level portion, which is the 131 class that you're in right now. 131 meets on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to 8 p.m. And these are called synchronized sessions, which is the live sessions that we're having here right now. Now, the live session is not required. I got a lot of emails from a lot of your classmates asking me, was this portion of the class required? No, it is not required for you to have to come to the 6 to 8 session. It's recommended, or I should say that it is here if you ever need it, but you are not required to come to it. So I'm just letting you all know that I will be here from 6 to 8 p.m., whether I'm here by myself or whether everyone shows up. I still will be here, ready and willing to help whoever needs it. Now, the Math 039 portion meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. And Mr. Gator will be going over things with you. So you have to go to your JetNet and to the big blue button through that portal. So on Monday, Wednesdays, you will come to the portal that you just came through here off of JetNet. And then on Tuesday, Thursdays, you will go to the 039 portal. And we both have our own different tasks that we will have you to do. And you do get a grade out of both courses. So you get a separate grade from both courses. Now, now we do work together. Myself and Mr. Gator, we will be in contact with each other, trying to figure out strategies or talk to each other about things that could help you all as far as doing well in this course. Now, I know, did you all get those emails that I sent out to you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Were they helpful?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they were, especially because I was trying to work through the videos on um
labs portion of it, and I couldn't find it. So you giving the link out really helped me navigate.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Because I'll admit, and you may find this out about me. I do send out emails, but typically I put a video in there because sometimes just reading something is like it could go one way or the other, but actually seeing it in the video, you could follow along and get a better understanding of it. So before we get started today, I do want to ask you all a question because since you all are here, I want to know whether or not you all want me to go over the syllabus, JetNet, and everything like that, because I'm still going to go over it. But if you all don't want me to go over it, I will do that at the end of the class. So if you need to leave, you could go on and leave. But if you want me to go over it, then I'll go over it at the beginning of the class, and then we'll get into today's lesson. So I'm asking you all, which way do you all want to do it? Okay, I see some people typing. Okay, I see. Okay. That. Okay. I see one vote. I guess I probably should have did a poll. Okay. Okay. All right. I see in the chat that that most people want to do it at the end of class. Okay, great. Okay, now there is one thing, well, two things that I have to do at the beginning of the class. First of all, quick question. Is everyone that's on here signed into my math lab? Okay. I'm not seeing any no's. Okay, great. Hold on. Miranda, I need you to talk to me. You said that you only have Mr. Gator as far as my math lab?
Yes. Other than that, I have another teacher for some other type of class too that's like this.
Okay. Now, I did respond to your email, and I would say this. Did you put in my course code? Because it was on the syllabus when you went to my math lab to sign in.
Well, like on JNet, I clicked on the Mat 39, and that took me to Mr. Gata. And then when I clicked on my Mat 131, it took me to the co-rec class that I was mentioning that was with Allison Price.
Okay.
I didn't see anything for you on there.
Okay. Well, this is what I would need for you to do as we're talking about this now, because I am going to have Mr. Gator talk to you all for a moment. But can you go to your JetNet and look at your courses again and see if you see the 131A? Because you know what? How did you get into my course right now? Because you shouldn't have been able to get in my course through Big Blue Button if you have Miss Price's course.
Yeah, that's what it showed on the syllabus for the Mat 131 was Miss Price's stuff, not.
Oh, okay. I see what happened. When did you download your syllabus?
I just recently. Oh, okay. Now yours.
You said
because and it had a different instructor, like for the like the intro into the class,
and that's what I was looking at. And it had an instructor by the last name Price, like introing the class. So I got confused too.
Okay. You know what? Let me let Mr. Gators, because I don't know how much time he has. So I'm gonna let him talk to you all first, and then we would take care of this issue.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Gator.
Yep. Hi, everybody. Hey, I'll be your O39 instructor. So me and Mr. Jerome Gibson would be combined together for, the successful correct course. He'll be the 131 portion of it. I'll be the O39 portion of it. And so we will be meeting Tuesday, Thursdays. Essentially the idea, and I'm sure Mr. Gibson will go over it a little bit more as well, but the idea is you'll be going over the portions with Mr. Gibson in 131, and anything that's the underlying portion of it is what we will cover in 039. So that way, if for some reason, if it's something that you come across that you've done a while back and, okay, I need a refresher on this section, something that is the, basis or the foundation of it, that is something that we would be doing in 039. So that is essentially the gist of the coursework. So I would highly recommend that everybody that is able to attend, you definitely make sure that you attend both synchronous sessions with Mr. Gibson as well as myself, just to, have a successful course completion. So that's essentially the idea. And I sent out an email as well with course codes, my Zoom link, all of that good stuff. So if you haven't received that, by all means, you can reach out to me, or I will resend it again just in case somebody joined last second or there was somebody that left and new people came in. I'll resend that because I did send it before the weekend, and I'll resend it again, just so that you're in and you have the links for tomorrow for our first class. So, but I'm quickly open to, I don't want to take too much time from Mr. Gibson's class. So if you have a quick question or two, I can quickly answer that. Other than that, I will see you all tomorrow. Any questions, concerns?
No, thank you.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. And all right, Mr. Gibson, that was great. I'm glad I received the link just in time, so I figured I'd pop in and at least say hi and just give a quick introduction. So.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Well, we'll keep in touch, and then I'll let you go ahead with your class.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Have a great day. Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. This is what I want to do because this My Math Lab is very, very important to this course. So what I want to do, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to look at the JetNet portion of the course. Now, when you all say that you had you got confused because of the intro video, are you talking about the intro video here that's right under the class introduction? Okay, so I'm saying yes. Okay, listen, I had decided to leave Mrs. Price's video here because it gave a brief overview of the course, but I did send you all videos telling you all to use the course code from the syllabus. Now, I don't know if you all used the course code from this video. Was that the issue? Did you use the course code from the video?
Yeah, that's what happened in my situation. Like
Okay.
after I watched it, I was just trying to go like through the course itself with the video. So I was trying to sign into My Math Lab. I was like going back and forth with that, which I should have looked on the syllabus because it does have your information on it, but I got confused.
Okay, well that's fine. Well, what you could do, you could just go ahead and take the information from my syllabus and then just sign in under me, and then you will be in my class. So I want you to do that now to let me know and let me know that you have gotten in. Because while I'm taking other people's questions, it shouldn't take you that long to sign in. Okay. Now,
So, oh, sorry.
okay, I'm sorry. I'm seeing this here. And I would just say this. I guess this was my mistake here. I probably should have recorded, my own intro video for 131, because I see that there are some other issues that we're going to clear up today. Like someone just told me here that they signed up for Remind under Miss Price. So with that, I want you right now. I did put my Remind on here as well. If you look down here on this page, you could go ahead right now and sign up for Remind using this information here. You have your cell phone, you could just type this information in at 81010 and you will be in my class. Okay, Miranda, you said yours is showing, what are you talking about?
I did get into your my lab stuff. Like I was able to find your information. But how you were asking where we found Mrs. Price's information, I actually found all her stuff under the syllabus for my Math 39 class.
That's the same for me because I'm signed in under her stuff too. And she just emailed me like during this BBB and told me I was in the wrong class. I had never heard of the Professor Data.
Oh, okay.
So I'm signed in under your winter math 131A and then her code math class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only reason I knew of Mr. Gata or the other teacher, is because of him emailing. Other than that, I wouldn't have known about him, and from you emailing too.
Oh, okay. Okay, well let's do this, because what I like to do this first class, even if it takes a long time, I like to take care of all these housekeeping issues starting out, because after that everything will be smooth sailing after that. So as far as the My Math Lab issue, all of you, if you signed under Ms. Price because you watched the video, I want you to take the syllabus now and then go and sign in under my class. You can still use your same username and password. You would just, when it's time to do your class code, you would type in the class code for me instead. So just to show you on My Math Lab, you would still go to mymathlab.com and register now. Even if you registered under Miss Price's class, you hit student, and then when they ask you for the class code, you will get on your syllabus here. Let me go up here and show this on your syllabus. Okay, as far as the My Math, did I have it up here? Okay, here's My Math Lab class code, and then also the access code.
Yeah, so, under Gata's syllabus, it has prices too, so I don't know how we're going to get his.
His is on the email he sent, but I can give it out. I can type it in the chat right now.
Yeah, can you do that, please?
Okay, great. All right, thank you. That helps out a lot, because I want to get everyone signed into My Math Lab, Remind, and any other thing that you need to sign in tonight.
Okay, I posted it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so when I went and signed under the Remind of Math 039, that's where it took me to Mrs. Price's Remind, not yours. I'm under yours, so.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so please make sure that you take care of the Remind and the My Math Lab. And I see another question is coming in. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I guess while I wait for that question to come in, it was something else that I want you all to do. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to have us take, wait a minute, let me see if this person, Ashley, this is Ashley Light. Okay, this is what I want to do. I want to take about 5 minutes for all of you that have signed into either Miss Price's My Math Lab or Miss Price's Remind or Miss Price's 39. I want you to take this time right now to sign in My Math to Mr. Gibson's My Math Lab, Mr. Gator's My Math Lab, and also the Remind. I don't know if Mr. Gator is doing Remind or not. So I want to take these 5 minutes, have you all do all of that, and then Ashley Light, I want to work with you on getting you into Pearson. So what I'm going to need you to do is basically walk step by step with me as I go through this. And I am going to turn off the recorder too. And then we'll go through this step by step. And you could tell me where things is going south as far as you getting on Pearson. So let me pause this recording and let you all take these 5 minutes. It's on here. Okay, we took care of our 5-minute break. But what I want to also talk to you all about is this here. When you email me, I sent an email out telling everyone when you email me, please, in the subject, type in 131A and all together in the subject area, because I've created folders that 131A triggers it and it sends it to the folder, so I know it's coming from my 131 students. Because if you don't do that, it's going to be buried with all the other emails that I have. And I have 6 different classes. So I would have to search the 6 different classes to make sure which class I'm talking to, what person I'm talking to, and from what class. Now I will type in the chat what it should look like in the messages in the subject area. It'll be just this here. That's all I'm asking you to type in the subject area on your email. And then feel free to type in your email as much as you need. But I'm just letting you all know that, or you could just send me a remind. You send me a remind, I would know what class that you're coming out of from the remind. But I just need that in order to be able to get back with you quickly. Because I noticed, and I'll just say this, these first couple days, I didn't get back to some of you all as fast as I believe I should have. But I corrected that issue and responded to everyone's email. So I'm just letting you all know that this will make it even faster for me. Now, I do want to talk to you all about the My Math Lab for a little bit here. So let me go here to My Math Lab. I'm going to sign in to My Math Lab, and then I want to go over some of the important information in My Math Lab that I believe it was, let me make sure, because I always like to give people credit. I think it was Caitlin that asked me about the videos for My Math Lab. Is that right, Caitlin? Were you the one that asked me about the videos?
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Caitlin asked me about the videos, and I'm glad she did, because that is a very important part of the class. So let me go through that right now. All right, so we go here to My Math Lab. Oh, Jillian, yes. It's okay for you to show up late to the live sessions. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So let me go here to go to my instructor tools. I want to go here to the assignment manager first. Okay, listen. What I did, I went through and I put in all the due dates for all of the assignments. So when you go to look at your My Math Lab now, especially with the homework and the pre-assessment and everything, it has due dates. Now your due dates will look a little different than mine. I think your due dates are on the left-hand side, but it still will be the same due date. Don't worry about the start date, because if you notice, the start date is in 2020, but that doesn't matter as long as it's open until the 2021 date. And if you look here at chapter 1, all of chapter 1's homework is due by February 7th. Now the exam and the honesty pledge. Now let me explain to you about the exam and honesty pledge. The honesty pledge is basically you're saying that you're not going to receive assistance or give assistance on the exam. You're going to take the exam exactly as described in the course. Basically, you'll use your calculator, your pencil or whatever, and also any note sheet that the instructor gives you, which is typically just a formula sheet. And then you will be allowed to take the exam 1, chapter 1. And you would actually be able, can you all still hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. All right, let me sign out and sign back in. I'll just send this message real quick. Let me see something. Get back in here. Okay, can you all hear me now? Okay, great. Okay. All right. I don't know, sometimes we have a little technical difficulties with Big Blue Button, so I'm trying to share my screen again. Okay, there we go. All right, so get in. Oh, and it clicked off. Let's see. All right. Let's see if it'll let me back in. Okay, like I was saying about the, I don't know where I left off at, but I'll just say the honesty pledge again is that you basically saying that you're going to do what the instructor deems as the proper conduct for taking a test. And then exam 1. Now, both of these, the honesty pledge and exam 1, is going to be administered February 3rd or by February 3rd. And then also, I forgot to tell you as well, you have a chapter 1 quiz as well and chapter 1 review homework that's still all due February 7th. And then you can look through all of your assignments and you can see all of the due dates. Now, one thing I would tell you, aside from the exams, everything else is opened up right now. So whenever you want to go in and do whatever assignment, you're not restricted until a due date passes. Once that due date passes, you cannot re-access that assignment, but it's open right now. So you can work ahead, which is fine. And with your homework and quizzes, you get unlimited attempts with those. So even if you score badly, you could come back and try again and bring your score up to a better place. Now, the next thing, I know I mentioned this briefly about the Desmos activities, and Desmos is a big portion of your grade. I think about 40% of your grade. And so with that being said, this is what you would need to do as far as those Desmos activities. First, you need to set up a Desmos account. Is there anyone in here that does not have a Desmos account? Okay. If you don't have a Desmos account, we're going to get you one right here and right now, and it's free. So go to Desmos.com. Desmos.com. And I'm going to give you all about 20 more seconds to go to the site because I want everyone to sign up for it while we're on the line. Okay, now, once you're at the site, click on Graphing Calculator. Now, when you go to the Graphing Calculator, you can technically use this graphing calculator without actually having an account. But the reason why I would want you to have an account is because when you do your Desmos activity, you can submit your Desmos activity directly from Desmos, and you can only do that with an account. So this is how you would get an account. You would click on sign up, and then you have a couple options on how you can sign up for the account. If you have a Google account or an Apple account, you could use those to sign up. So you could check these agreements here and then pick sign up with Google or sign up with Apple and follow those prompts, and then it will sign you in. Or if you don't feel comfortable using your Google or Apple account and you want to use another email, you could click on email address and then put in your email, your name or nickname, and your password. Now, as far as nicknames go, some people have very unique nicknames that has nothing to do with their actual name that I see on my roster. Now, if I don't know that this nickname is associated with your name, I'm not going to know where to put your grade. So if you're going to use a nickname, I mean, you could use a nickname and in parentheses put your real name, or put your real name and put in parentheses your nickname, so that I would know who I'm grading. And that's the only reason why I would need to know that. Okay, so either you do the Gmail Apple account or another email address, you would still have to click the agreements and you would still create an account. Okay, now, after you take care of that, you're going to notice that your name is going to pop up. So let me sign in. Let me log in with my Google, because that's what I use for mine. All right, if it'll let me in. Okay, and you see now, instead of it being untitled, now it's my name. Okay, so this is what will go on as far as you and your Desmos project. I'm going to go over, well, I guess I could go over a little bit of your first Desmos project just to show you how to go about doing it. And some of you have already submitted it, which is fine as well. But let me see if I can pull up this syllabus. Okay. All right. Now, on your syllabus, and of course it's going to kind of, well, you know, let me shrink this up a little bit so I could show both. Okay. There's Desmos, and here is the syllabus. All right. Let me scroll down here. All right, the Desmos. Now you know the Desmos activities is right after the course calendar. So it's down here, and this is due, the first Desmos assignment is due January 17th. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you some basic steps of Desmos using the first project. Now, I'm not going to do the first project in its entirety. I'm just going to do a little bit of it just to give you a feel for it. So it says here, create a new Desmos graph and create a note text box. Type your name in the note text box. So what you would do, you would hit add, and then you will hit note. You will type in your name. My name is Jerome Gibson. Okay, now it says next, step 2. I can press enter. So we have my name there. Okay, step 2, it says create a folder. So we'll add folder. So now we have a folder here. It says name it exponents. We'll name it exponents. All right. Now it says in the folder, simplify each of the following to use exponents. Either type the up arrow key or use the AB button in the math palette. Okay, so we got A, -12 to the 4th power. Okay, now to keep this in the folder, you will press enter. Now, if you notice after you press enter that this line keeps going down, that means that every time you see this line under here, that means it belongs into the exponents folder. So again, you have to press enter, and then that will go to that folder. Now, our next step that we would do, it told us to type in the -4 to the, -12 to the 4th power. Okay, so I'll do this parenthesis. I'll do -12, close the parenthesis. Now you could do a couple things. They say you could use the math palette or you could use that symbol and then the 4th power. So if I go to the math palette here, you will go here to A to the B. And then you notice that it raised when I hit the A to the B, and then 4. It gives you the number, it gives you the answer. And then after you're done with that, press enter, and then you'll keep on going. Now let me see if there's another folder. Okay, they do ask you to create a second folder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to type in the 3. Now to go to the next folder, this is what you would do. You would not press enter because this will still be under the exponents folder. You would just take your mouse and click at the next number, and you see the line is no longer there. So you see I just did basically A and B here, and then now I'm going to go down to number 3 here. Now it says create a folder. Name it order of operations. So we named the folder order. Oh, you know what? I didn't create a folder. So I go to plus, then go to folder, then I would type in order of operations. All right. And then it says order of operations, and it tells you what to use for the square roots and everything. Then I will press enter, and I'm going to type in that first value, that's 7.3, and then we go to the 4th power. Now listen, when you do an exponent and then you want to go down to the regular text, you have to press this arrow here, and you see how I went down to the regular text. You will hit the division key. Now, one other thing, you can do it this way with the parentheses. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. Okay, this right here is actually not part of the what you're supposed to type for the Desmos. It's supposed to be A and B. This was just showing you an example of what it would look like if parentheses were required. So let me go back here. and then type in A. So we have parenthesis 52.8, close the parenthesis, then do another parenthesis, then negative 7.3, close the parenthesis, and then this time we'll take it to the second power. And since it's to the second power, you can press this A squared and it'll do the second power. Then we will have to do the arrow here for it to go down, and then we'll hit the division. Now on Desmos, when you do the division here, we could do the parenthesis and then 46 plus 2.53 and close the parenthesis. Now on Desmos, once you get this long division bar here or fraction bar, you technically don't need the parentheses in the denominator with Desmos. Let me show you. You see the answer there is 57.97, all those 8s. If I take away the parentheses in your denominator, it stays the same. But that's only after you have this division bar here and type this in the denominator. But for the first project here, I want you to type it in as is because I want you to mimic what they have here. Now the next step, they tell us I'm not going to do B. You're going to have to do B on your own. They do ask you to collapse the folder. What they mean by that is just hit this arrow. And when you collapse the folders, this is what it does. It shows you that you only had 2 folders, but it'll have all of project 1 in it. All right, now, this is where it gets to the point where having a Desmos account is very beneficial. It tells you here at number 4, save this graph as DTP1 Desmos as a calculator. So what you could do, you could click here to untitled graph, and then you could type in that title. Or what you could do to make it easier, you could just copy and paste. Control C and then Control V. And then you have it in there and you could press save. Now it's saved in here. There's DTP1 Desmos as a calculator. Now that it's saved, you can alter it or whatever, but it still is saved here. So now this is where you send your project to me. This arrow here, if you hit this arrow, it says share your graph. This is everything that you've done. You press copy and then you email me the link. Does everyone follow that? Well, you know what? No, don't email me the link. I'm sorry. What you're supposed to do after you get the link, you'll go to JetNet and then go here where the project is. Desmos Tech Project 1. You'll click here. Let me expand this out. And I'm going to put the view on as me being a student. Okay, so I'm a student. I will go to add submission. Now, what you could do here for add submission, you don't have to write me any type of fancy note or anything like that. All you have to do is paste your Desmos calculator and click Save Changes, and then I'll have it. And as long as you don't change your Desmos activity, then I could just go right to it. So what I'm going to do is this here. I'm going to X out of Desmos. And then I'm going to go right back here. And then if I click on what you all would send me, it would take me right to the Desmos activity. But then it'll be grayed out for me to change it. I would just be able to look at what you have and then grade it from there. Okay, so with that being said, with Desmos, and you'll be able to do that with every last Desmos assignment. And does anyone have any question about the Desmos assignments? Okay. All right. Not right now. Okay, so with that being said, I want to ask you all this here. Did anyone have any questions on the my math lab or Desmos? Okay, now I'm going to take this from Micah here. Micah got the information from Mr. Gator. So I want you all to sign in to his Remind. If you can, just this should take you, what, about a minute or two. So I'll take a minute or two and let you all sign into his Remind as well. So please make sure you do that. And as you all are doing that, I want to go over, okay, every week we will have a different big blue button tab here. So you would just go to the corresponding week, click on a tab, and then you would get into the class's big blue button as if you are able to come to the live sessions. Also, when you submit an assignment, it tells you when you submitted it. I'll admit I didn't know that it did this because this is a new format for me on JetNet. Now, you see how to submit Desmos, but there's something else I want to, let me see, did I put that? I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Okay, okay, now Remind. Does everyone know how to scan and upload? Is there anyone in here that does not know how to scan and upload? Like, for instance, if you wrote out on a worksheet, would you all know how to scan it and upload it and send it to me? Okay. All right. This is what I'll do. I did not, for some reason, I thought I had added this in, but I am going to add it in I would say before tonight is over. I'm going to add in Remind, so you can see. I'm not Remind. I'm saying Cam Scanner. I'm going to add in a video for Cam Scanner. Now, if you do not have that on your phone, please put that on your phone. It is a free app, and I put it in the notes. It's called Cam Scanner. Download that on your phone. It doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or Android. Just download that on your phone, because Cam Scanner is a very, very useful device for you. As far as app, I'm sorry, a useful app for you as far as scanning your assignments, because this is leading into what I wanted to talk to you all about as far as the class work. Okay, now, when you look here on the syllabus, it says topic, it gives you the topic, and it gives you the textbook homework. Okay, now, this right here is going to be your class work. This is going to be your class work. And let me get this here. It is listed as, let me get this here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have to put this on here. I'm going to have to put this on as uploadable work for you. This will be your learning check. So whenever you have to submit a learning check assignment, I will have it listed here. Your learning check assignment will be due basically every, I will give you until, I think I made it every Wednesday for your learning check assignment, if I'm not mistaken. but I'll go back just to be sure. Let me look back at the syllabus. So I think I did it in all my other classes, but I think, wait a minute, let me look here. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. Your learn and check assignments will be due every Thursday by noon. So I'm just letting you all know it's in your syllabus here under the participation. It will be due every Thursday by noon, your learn and check assignments. So for this week, just to take a look, this week your homework is 1-1 through 1-4. But by Thursday, your learn and check for 1-1 through 1-4 will be due as well. Now your homework will be done on My Math Lab. That is your homework. Your learn and check assignments will come directly out of your textbook. Now, before we get to the learn and check assignments, let me tell you how a typical day is supposed to go in Math 131. Okay, so let's look at next class. Next class, and let me pull up the syllabus again just to make sure that I have the right assignments here. Okay, by next class, we're supposed to cover sections 1-3 and 1-4. Okay, so this is what you need to do. You would need to go to, let's go to the main menu, and you would need to go down here to Video and Resource Library. Okay, once you go to Video and Resource Library, remember 1-3 and 1-4 is what we're going to be working on in class on Wednesday. So you will go here to Chapter 1, you'll go to Section 1-3, and then you'll follow the same procedure for 1-4. You'll click Video, and you'll click Find Now. Now, I tell everyone, always only watch the first video. The other two videos are encompassed in this first video. So once you watch the first video, that will take care of the other two videos. You will click here and watch the video and take any notes that you would need for this section. Okay, now you would do this for 1-3 and 1-4. Now that's before Wednesday's class. On Wednesday, when you come to class, the whole class period is going to be dedicated to you and your group working on 1-3 and 1-4 out of the textbook. Once you complete 1-3 and 1-4 out of the textbook, you will scan it by whatever scanning device you use. I think Cam Scanner would be the best, but you will scan it and then you will upload it to JetNet. And that's your way of turning in the assignment. And you will have until Thursday at noon. And that would include 1-1 and 1-2 as well. But the typical day in the class, you will watch the videos for the lesson that we're going to be working on the next class before you come to class. And then once you come to class, we'll be working on those pages and those problems. Now, if you look at your syllabus, and I want you to see this, like for 1-1, I put down 1 through 9 odd. Now, you're only doing the odd numbers. That's only like 5 problems. And then for 1-2, 1 through 11 odd, I think that's about 6 problems. So all together for both of these lessons here, that's only 11 problems you will be doing. And then down here for 1-3 and 1-4, that's what, 4 problems and then 3 problems. That's only 7 problems that you would have to complete for the class session. Does everyone follow that? Okay. I never give out a lot of problems. Now, if you want some extra practice, you can always go to the textbook and do the even problems if you want to. But as far as a grade in the class, it's just those odd problems that I spell out in the syllabus. Okay, now I am going to do the video for Cam Scanner and put it on JetNet, and I believe that's basically it. So going back over with the class, you watch the video before coming to class. Take whatever notes you need. When you come to class, I am going to break you all into groups, into breakout rooms, and I'm going to have you all work in your groups. And then I'm going to go from class to class. I'm going to come in, well, from group to group. I'm going to come in to the different groups, and then I will sit in a group maybe about from 2 to 5 minutes, and you can ask whatever questions you all may have. Now, of course, I'm going to have you all participate in answering the questions, because I'm not just going to take over and answer the question. You all are supposed to work as a group trying to find the answers. And when I come into the room, I should hear you all talking to each other, because it shouldn't be silence in the rooms, but just to let you all know. And I think with our class size, I think I may not do over 3 people to a group. So I think it might be at most 3 people in a group. In groups, I don't just leave people in the same group. I randomly pick people to work with different classmates. So that's basically it. So most likely, more times than not, you're not going to end up with the same classmate in the group. All right, so are there any questions? Okay, so now what we're going, yes.
Sorry, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so you have the assignments, or the Desmo assignments, and then you have the ones from the math lab, and then the ones from the textbook, and that's basically the 3 formats we'll use each week to turn in assignments, correct?
Yes, well, really, it's just really 2. I guess it is 3. Desmos, JetNet, and my math lab. But
Okay.
with Desmos, though, you're going to be putting your link from Desmos into JetNet, just to let you know. Just like you saw me do on this video.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, now, with that being said, this is what I'm going to do. I am going to have you all break off into breakout rooms, into groups. And I know you all were not able to watch the video from 1-1 and 1-2. But let me see something here. We might have enough time. Let's see, 1-1. Okay, 1-1 video is like 5 minutes and 43 seconds. And then 1-2's video is, okay, 6 minutes and 17 seconds. So this is what I want you all to do. I want everyone just to watch 1-1's video, because I at least want you all to have the experience of at least doing 1 lesson. Now 1-2, 1-3, and 1-4, you all could do between now and Wednesday as far as, the videos and the notes. But I want everyone to watch the video. I'm going to put you in a breakout room and then mute you. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait 7 minutes before I come into the room, because that will give you time to watch the video, take notes, and then when I come into the room, then you all could get, after you all watch the video, you all could get started with 1-1. And remember, 1-1, I think only has, 5 problems that you need to do? Yes, page 7 to 10 and 1 through 9. So and keep your mics muted until at least the first 7 minutes is gone, so you won't be hearing everybody's feedback. So let me go ahead and create these breakout rooms. Oh, and by the way, when I create the breakout rooms, I do not I do not put that on video. So the video stops as long as we're in the breakout rooms. Now, I may make a couple announcements after this, but past that, you will not be recorded in the breakout rooms. So let me put you in these breakout rooms. Yes, you just got out the breakout rooms, but listen, I did put Cam Scanner on JetNet. It's right below my office hours, and it has the tutorial video here. So you download the app, and you can watch the tutorial video to show you how to download multiple pages and then send it to me. Now, if we go here to week 1, I added in the learning check sections. And remember, the learning checks is from your textbook. And so the learning check sections from this week is 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, and 1-4. And it says here, please scan and upload your work from the textbook for the sections listed by Thursday at 12 noon. So I'm going to switch to my student role. And I want to show you all this here. So what you would do, once you're done with all 4 sections and have them scanned, you will come here, click here, and you have them scanned, and then you will have to submit it. Okay, all right. So what I have to do is add in the submission button, but you all get the point here. You will submit it, and I have to put down Thursday instead of Wednesday, by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. But that will be taken care of where we have the submission button. So that's letting you know what you would need to do here. And if you have any questions, you can ask them, email me, or ask them on Wednesday. So that is basically it for tonight's class. Please make sure that you all watch the videos from section 1-3 and 1-4, and also do section 1-2 and finish up 1-1. And be prepared for class on Wednesday to do 1-3 and 1-4. All right. Have a wonderful night.
You are now unmuted.